go. So what the hell do we know? Price went beast mode. It's easy like a free throw. We riding these ways up, and you sitting on a beach float. I told you what to look for. It's sad, cause you know what we know, but you didn't get the decode. Now my pocket's full like casinos, going long like Marino. To the top, that's where we go. This that rocket fuel reload. Buckle up and please enjoy each show.
Oh my goodness.
I hope you hold a little strong,
Cause what we're about to do,
cause we about to boom soon.
yeah.
I hope you hold a little strong, cause we about to boom soon. We at the cemetery looking at them dead coins. You said it was too scary, you ain't wanna join. You done got buried looking real annoyed. We sounding like fairies cause we moon boys. My J still cherry, we just deployed. We living merry, you stuck in the void. Getting fed berry, surfing asteroid. We on a big.
Do you need a loan for your business?
Welcome. Welcome to the evolution of money.
Big time, 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 big time.
Have no fear, BuLLZiLLa is here.
Big time, big time, big time, big time, big time, big time, big time.
On a new path that's gorgeous, spaceships and horses, champagne we pouring, your girl adoring. The game wasn't built for no weekends, keep folding. My bags is bulging, your bags at the moment, your bags at the omen. Dining is hopeless, we champagne we pouring, your girl adoring. The game was we pouring, your girl adoring. The game wasn't built
For no weekends, keep folding.
for no weekends, keep folding.
My bags at the moment,
your bags at the moment, your bags at the omen. Dining is hopeless, we got the explosive. My crypto bags is blowing. When we go, so you don't know this, that rocket ship exploding. We big time, I told you. My spaceship got a chauffeur.
Big time, big time.
When I say that CKJ Crypto News has been in cryptocurrency for 10 years, when I say on one beautiful day in 2017, I found cryptocurrency. Matter of fact, I think I have a tweet that kind of sums it up. I'd like to welcome everybody to the evolution of money. I have been documenting my journey on the greatest wealth transfer. The greatest wealth transfer. The greatest wealth transfer in the history of humanity. Ask Bullish Bird. He'll tell you. This is for entertainment purposes. The Millions of Zebec Challenge is changing lives globally. The Millions of Zebec Challenge, and we're going to talk about this one. At first it says CKJ 10 years in cryptocurrency. 10 years in cryptocurrency. What was you doing 10 years ago, Bradley say? Mr. Zam, what was you doing 10 years ago, sir? Let me see if I can find Mr. Zam in here. Can I get the chat up? Bam, who's here tonight? Who's here for this surprise live stream? Didn't I tell y'all? When I told you yesterday, surprise live stream tomorrow, make sure you hit the notification bell, because BuLLZiLLa will be here. And I'm here to shock the world like always. I'm here to bring the gift of financial freedom. I'm here to bring the gift of financial freedom. Boom! Look at Stellar. I tried to tell the world a couple nights ago, Chrissy. I tried to tell the world when I issued the XLM challenge. Look at this thing on the daily, 24% on the daily. It's up to 50 cents. It was just a quarter. It doubled. And Lumens is about to go to $1.50. Put it all on Lumens. Everything you got right now, everything on Lumens. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm telling you what, 24% in one day? Oh my God. Let's talk about it.
Big time, big time, big time. Big time.
BuLLZiLLa's here. XRP Rude Boy. Let's talk about it.
Big time, big time, big time. Big time, big time, big time, big time.
On a new path that's gorgeous, spaceships and horses.
We're on a new path that's gorgeous, Mr. Zam.
Champagne we pouring.
Some will pour champagne.
Yo girl adore it.
Yeah.
Game wasn't built for no weekends. Keep folding. My bags are bulging. Your bags at the moment.
We're going old school tonight. Can we go old school a little bit? Let's send a tweet out. Let the world know we made it. I'm trying to tell you. So let's read this article first. Check out this article right here I found. I want to read to you guys. You won't believe it. ZBCN. Surge is 30%, but this actually is a really good read. This is the one I want to start with right here. Yeah, this is it. Zebec Network bolsters rural wealth finance with Circle Partnership. And yes, most are familiar with the Circle Partnership. Most are familiar with that. But I'm going to show you something here tonight that you're not familiar with. Unless you read this whole article, there's a shocker in here. Are you prepared to be shocked tonight? Crypto Clay. Oh, Crypto Clay in the building. Are you prepared to be shocked tonight, Crypto Clay, on this beautiful Sunday night? Now that Crypto Clay is here, we can get this started. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm a true believer of frequencies, vibrations, manifestations. And we're going to manifestate crypto retirement, financial freedom. We're going to live the life we love the life we live. Uh-oh, what's that in the background? XRZILLAS is warming up. XRZILLAS is on fire. Let me see. Oh, let's make this easy and sweet tonight. Let me see. Hit. Link. We live. Do not miss this show. Do not miss this show. Did somebody say that in a Telegram? We got 1,000 members in our Telegram. I did see BuLLZiLLa here. He probably already sent it in there. If BuLLZiLLa is a legend like that, I'll be the first one to like that because it just went up. Oh, BuLLZiLLa beat me to it, I believe. Oh, yep, BuLLZiLLa got me. Shout out to BuLLZiLLa. Shared it in our Telegram. We got 1,148 members in there. Open my phone, what do I see? Shout out to BuLLZiLLa. Much love, my brother. Hope you're having a beautiful weekend. Happy Sunday, sir. Good to see you. After all these years, Bird, we're still here, bro. We're still here, Bird. Open my phone, what do I see? XBF melting portfolios globally. XRZILLA is the greatest asset ever created. We'll come back to that because I was left off with this. Now, this is a perfect example of the challenge that I issued that changed and shocked the world. This is a perfect example right here. Shout out to Dex 90. Now, everybody knows I've issued the Millions of Beck challenge at 780. Dex 90 at BGFDEX said, when CKJ says buy, you buy. Now it's showing Zebec at what? 0.0036. 36 on Zebec, right? But if you notice the chart down here, it shows its balance. He picked up a million Zebec. It's a million Zebec. But it shows net invested. So it shows where he actually jumped in around the price that I told him. I said jump in around 780. He jumped in around 788, basically 8. He got in at 900 for a million. So already, oh my God, this screenshot is so perfect. Because he like basically, you know, some of us had to buy like 100K, 200K, 50K, 20K. We had to work our way up to the million. Some people just said, man, I'm just going to buy the million. Shout out to the I'm just going to buy the millionaires. Craving Crypto. I thought that was the Zebec logo. What up, Ms. C? Ms. C knows what's here. ZBCN. This is a screenshot. And this is like kind of like manifestation, Protein 40. Good to see you, bro. Happy Sunday. This is like manifestation right here, because I pictured a million Zebec at 780, and I told the world that right now that's worth $3,600. And it was from 780 Crypto Clay. Tell him, Clay. Clay's a legend. From Crypto Clay to Protein 40 to Bradley C to Mr. Zam. I'm happy to see you all. Much love. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. I told you guys I'd be here. Happy Sunday. Look, bam, 3,600 for the million. This was almost 7,000, because the Zebec was almost at, excuse me. I'm telling you, I don't care what nobody says. I know Zebec hit 0.007, which is 7,000. You could say 6,900, 6,900. How is that? Okay, you know, I was thinking, how is that possible still? Just because it almost reminds me of the 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚 challenge, where we actually turned $100. Well, actually, this was 700 though. Because actually we put $100 on 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚, and 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚 shot to 5,900. But that was $100 to 6,000 in like 7 to 14 days on 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚. So I'm thinking, damn, how the hell did we turn a few $100 into damn near 7,000 bucks? Which is because we went for the millions Zebec challenge. Bam! Tell him, VA. Happy Sunday, VA. Because we went for the millions Zebec challenge. So if you look at that 0.0035, right, that's $3,500. And if you don't believe me, here's the proof. The balance of a screenshot of 1 million Zebec, $3,600. He invested $900 for the million. He's up $2,700 on my call. And when I say I'm been touched by the hand of God himself.
In 2017, when I started.
Matter of fact, let this guy break it down for you. He explains it so much better than I do. Give it to him, BuLLZiLLa. Huh? They can't. Now, shout out to VA, the artist who's in the chat tonight. A legendary dude. He might have been the one shooting this. And Devon was there. Matter of fact, Devon's the one that rented the Mercedes truck and picked me up when I thought I was going to melt in Vegas. And I was like, oh my God, a content creator's dream. The Benz, Vegas, what? Devon is from the future too. He thinks ahead of time like that. Huh? They can't run from the truth forever. What? Tell them. Huh? The founder of the XRP army's here.
I told the whole world.
Huh? They can't run from the truth forever. The founder of the XRP army's here. Huh? They can't run from the truth forever. Give it to them.
I told the whole world in 2017 when I started making crypto content that cash was trash.
And gold is old. Ask Mission.
And gold is old.
Woo.
And I've been telling people for a decade.
Good God, that video really slows the stream down, huh? Because Devon put together some art right here. Devon was like, went above and beyond with this video.
About cryptocurrency. But then we come into 2025.
And what happened in 2025, BuLLZiLLa? What'd you do to him, sir? What'd you do? Everybody smash that like, comment, subscribe if you're bullish on Zebec. If you actually jumped on the XLM challenge, I'm going to tell you what it's worth right now. And I told everybody, I said, I got to issue something bigger in 2025. And I know Ms. C right now is thinking, it felt like yesterday when BuLLZiLLa said, damn, what are we going to do in 2025 to outperform our previous challenges year after year? Like, you know how hard it is to
with the Zebec challenge.
Oh my God, the Zebec challenge.
The payroll of the future. So it was $1 million Zebec for $700.
$1 million Zebec for $700 mission. Okay. $1 million Zebec for 700 mission. Watch this, sir.
And if you would have got that $1 million Zebec not even a month ago, your $700 today would be worth $7,000. Let's all take a deep breath and slow it down a little bit. I know that's like real hard to comprehend. I know, trust me, because right now it's like an out-of-body experience, Crypto Clay. It's like, did this guy tell the world to jump on the Zebec challenge
And then Dex 90 backs me up with the screen. My call. This is like my call. This is like the blueprint of my call. And this is why I kind of believe that manifestation is really real. As far as I think we need to manifest financial freedom this year. We need to manifest, what should we manifest this year, VA? Huh? I apologize about the sunglasses too. It's this light. This light is so bright. I could have adjusted it before the stream. So anyway, he invested $900. It's worth $3,000. Imagine your $900. And my heart breaks for those that maybe didn't even have the 700 to 900 at the time. I'm not gonna lie. Like basically, you know, I put in like 200,000, 100,000. I didn't just buy like $1 million straight out. And but that was a hell of a call right there. No, just imagine. You realize how much money this is gonna go to him for him right here on this one. Because once Zebec, what? And we're still at 0.00. Let's just go to what the bottom is on Zebec, which I believe the bottom on Zebec is 0.01. So just imagine how much money he's going to make just going to what I believe is the bottom and know what is the bottom. And that's when we're just getting started. At 0.01, the fun really begins. And that's when you're like already on your way to crypto retirement. Because if you think about it, let's just like what? You want to run some numbers here? What happened with my iPad here, Devon? Devon, that video is amazing, sir. Somehow I think I got to implement it into like my intro. Like that video, like it's like the new intro or something. I'm going to implement it in there somewhere. With that video. Make sure you guys check out Crypto Convos. I can't wait. I definitely want to go to the Bitcoin conference next year. I'll be checking those videos out, man. It's like, they're like amazing. So, you know, like the Crypto Convo video is like a really good insight for people that may have not been able to make it to the Bitcoin conference. So if you couldn't make it to the Bitcoin conference, check out Crypto Convos, link in the description. He does quick 5-minute videos of like a whole bunch of people that are really pumped up about crypto that are there. Bitcoin partners and lovers and friends, and you know, everybody has a really interesting story of how they found crypto, when they found crypto, and where they... Let me see something here. I just want to make sure I'm still coming across if I can't see myself. I have no fear. The Hidden Gem Hunter's here. The greatest crypto content creator in the history of humanity. I have no fear. The Hidden Gem Hunter's here. Okay, we'll run with that. Salute bad news. Lived out Hampton for a few years. Salute bad news. What you mean bad news, VA? What you talking about, sir? My God, what up? Player. Bradley C coming in. I see New World, neat. Is that Dre? Dre Day? Only equals payday. Guac Ken. Shout out to Guac Ken. Oh, Dexter's in the building. What up, Dexter? Good to see you, bro. Oh, B Rocket's here. The hell is up, homie? What up, B Rocket? Crypto Clay, H Bar ripping. Yeah, believe it or not, there's major assets on fire. After I kind of cover this right here, there's actually a lot. There's a few assets that's about to shock you. One of them is Stellar. Stellar definitely shocked me, as far as Stellar. Yeah. That thing jumped significantly. Stellar jumped big time. And yeah, it definitely jumped. Because I actually issued the 1100 XLM challenge, which it was only worth about $450 yesterday. Today we're coming in about $540. What? And I'm telling you, look, and Stellar's just getting started. And that was just a really simple challenge on XLM, which we're about to talk about momentarily. But basically, right here, guys, a million X or Zebec right now is worth $3,000. Good God. For people that came into crypto new and got to jump on that call right there, oh my God, you guys so lucky. Because trust me, it wasn't that easy for us. It wasn't that easy for us for most. Like, it's been a lot of bear markets and bull runs and crashes, consolidations and corrections. All of a sudden, somebody might be new to crypto and they come in. I said, oh, just buy a million Zebec for 700. And next thing you know, people say, oh man, I could probably do that. What's $1,000 to change your life? So basically, he dropped $1,000 on it, 900. Now it's worth 3,600 already. And you know what's crazy? Imagine your portfolio looking like this right now. And you see all these people starting to spread FUD on crypto and hating on Zebec. Oh, I'm selling my Zebec. This is too risky. And paper hands. And all of a sudden, people have already seen that this call is making bread. Luciano. Let's get rich. What? Lucci falling from the sky. Gets it quick. What? Gets it quick. What? That's one of them songs. So basically, it's up $2,700 profit on that call. Good God, that guy gotta be from the future. Now, how long has Dex 90 been in crypto? Is Dex 90 here? Good Lord, Dex 90 is brand new to crypto. 19 followers. So Dex, shout out to Dex, bro. You're crushing it. Oh, so I went to Dex's page and then I found this. And this is what actually inspired me to stream tonight. Because Dex inspired me for one, because I wanted to boast about that call, Chrissy. Spending my days in King's Dominion watching everyone play King's Dominion. All Chrissy's out King's Dominion. What up, Chrissy? Having fun, King's Dominion. Where's that? In Jersey? You in Jersey, I believe? Maybe Jersey? VA? Could be Virginia. Check this out. This is Tammy Camp. This is my girl right here. This is my baby. My baby Tammy Camp. This is my girl Tammy Camp from Stellar. Plot twist. She says, we built a blockchain that doesn't require melting glaciers to function. SHX on Stellar uses less energy than Bitcoin, saving the planet. And I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a big thing in 2030. Mark my words. CKJ is from the future. Trust me, right now, like, they're not really looking at the energy consumption of Bitcoin. And most say that they're finding pretty creative ways to mine it. And maybe it's less than what really most say. But we know that what pre-mined is definitely going to be cheaper. So my thing is like, okay, they say XRP's pre-mined, SHX pre-mined. So anyway, there's like no energy at all to create it, which doesn't seem like a big deal now. But I'm telling you, when that 2030 carbon neutral agenda comes around again, they're gonna be like, oh, how much Bitcoin? That's what I'm telling you. That's when Bitcoin's probably gonna get rocked at like $1 million. Bitcoin's probably gonna be well over $1 million. It might be like 2 million, 3 million. Let me tell you what's gonna happen in 2030. Are you ready? I'll tell you right now. First thing first is your XLM will have you in crypto retirement if you are on that XLM challenge, which I issued. I said buy 1 Stellar a day between now and January 1st, 2030. And if you continue to buy 1 lumens a day, pretty much in a few days you won't even be able to buy a lumens a day no more. When this is at $3, you won't be able to buy a lumens a day no more. So I was telling everybody, buy a lumens a day, 7 days. But basically, let's go to the yearly. Because lumens was trading sideways at what, 20 cent, 10 cent, all last year, 10 cent, 10 cent, 10 cent. I try to tell the world you should have just been buying all the lumens you can. All the lumens you can. 10 cent, 10 cent, 10 cent, all 2024. So basically, if we go to the year, okay, the year we're up 400% on the year. Jed McCaleb just became a billionaire 4 times over again. And then, next thing you know, so when was this? Okay, so we rocketed to 50 cent in the beginning of the year. Okay, so there's been like a slow consolidation. Oh my God, look at all these opportunities in here. Man, I'm not playing. 2025, I'm not playing no more. I gotta really get real serious about this. Because I'm telling you, that always breaks my heart when you just see like, okay, this was trading sideways forever for 10 cents. I'm probably talking about myself maybe. Like, oh, trading forever at 5 cents, 10 cents all last year. Huh? You wasn't even noticing it, Dexter Catchings. You didn't even see it. 10 cents all day long, all the 8th month, all last year, Dexter. Did you buy any lumens crypto play at 8 cents in 2024? Ask yourself that, Bake Nerd. XLM got like 4 cents, I'm sure. I remember buying loads and loads. Tell them. What Crypto Clay say? Dexter said I'm here. What up, Dex? Crypto Clay. I trusted BuLLZiLLa dropped 2K on that Zebec. And bam, still stacking. Tell them, Crypto Clay. They all see why Clay be dropping all the fat super chats all the time. Because that Zebec melted his portfolio. But no, check out Stellar. Stellar is up 100% in 1 month. Welcome to cryptocurrency. Welcome to the game train, baby. Okay, I see Protein 40 talking about XTC. We're going to see what it's doing. Did y'all see the numbers I ran on XTC last night with my XTC challenge? Woo-hoo, good God. Y'all know CKJ's been here a long time. We're like, oh, remember the numbers we ran on XTC challenge? Because my thing is this, for those that may have not bought 100K Zebec or millions Zebec, you better get 25K Zebec for what? It's actually about $100. You can get 25K Zebec. I'm telling you, that 25K Zebec is going to change your life, Chrissy. She's probably King's Dominion, can't hear me, but you know. And how do I know that? Because I kind of showed you guys with the 𝕝𝕚𝕝𝕝. You know, basically, my first wallet, I lost my 100K Matic, so I had to go back and buy Matic again. So basically, I only afford about 25K Matic at a time. So I went back and bought 25K Matic, and what that 25K Matic rocketed. Matic went to almost $3. So even that 25K damn near turned into 100K by itself. I'm like, oh my God, no way. So for those that are thinking, oh, I missed the bet, I didn't get $1 million, I didn't get 100K, you still can get your 25K. Hold strong. Hold strong of your $100 worth of Zebec. Hold strong. Watch. I got you. You'll see.
Your bag's at the omen.
Hold strong. All right, let me see the charts here. Monthly, up 100% on the month. Just imagine that, 100% in 1 month. Welcome to cryptocurrency. This is what the man didn't want you to be involved in. VA, they didn't want you to get this bread, bro. They didn't want you to get this, VA. They didn't, because I'm telling you, that's like, all my life, like, I always wondered about stock market and seeing the Wolf of Wall Street and the Tom Cruise movies when, like, investing in stocks and, you know, trading places with Eddie Murphy and, like, oh my God, they're making all this money and they're all excited and they're dressing nice and nice cars and beautiful women and going to the bar and buying whatever. I'm like, I want to live like that. So, I guess what? TV's shaping the way we want to live. But you get the point. Is like, how do you get involved with stocks and trading in the stock market and like, and then everything everything I did my research on is always accredited investor. Oh, you gotta have 5,000. And I'm thinking, whoa, the man has really figured out a way to keep the poor man out of everything. And that's the biggest problem. If they're wondering what the problem is, it's because you create these little ways for yourself to make money, while keeping the working man or the poor individual completely pushed out. But when I found cryptocurrency, I was like, whoa, I could set up my own Coinbase wallet instantly and buy crypto instantly. And I'm not saying crypto is like stocks. Crypto is its own beast, which has found regulatory clarity in the United States of America. Coinbase has went public. Crypto is real. And I remember it was like such a big debate in 2017. Is crypto real or fake? Crypto real or fake? Well, guess what? It was real. And now it's real opportunity. Chrissy knows. The best gift ever. I don't know why Chrissy's name is jumping out at me tonight. You're about to buy a RAF Protein 40? Yeah, $10 XRP incoming all day. I'm telling you, we're going to make some sick money in crypto. And people that got involved in crypto earlier also making sick money. I can only imagine, like, for example, like Dave Schwartz, Joe Katz. You know how much XRP he has? And XRP is at 280. What? Lumens. You know how much Lumens 𝕝𝕚𝕚𝕝 has? Like, a lot of these guys became like billionaires and millionaires. It's like ridiculous the amount of money they're making. And we can make the same amount of money. We can become millionaires. The thing is, you got to tell yourself you're going to become a millionaire. Matter of fact, I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you. Because I was actually watching a show about money. Manifestation, money, and all that. I believe all that. Manifestation. Because when's the last time you told yourself you're going to be rich, Chrissy? Are you going to be filthy rich? You're going to be a millionaire. Breaking wrath. You got to tell yourself that. You got to believe it. You got to coach yourself. Believe it. You can achieve it. I'll show you. Watch. Right here. Here it is.
My most powerful money affirmation.
Money affirmation. Are you ready, Crypto Clay? And I think I'm money affirmation when I actually issued the Zebec challenge. Because I'm like, man, I need to find a call that's going to like just really blow the doors off of this. I said, I'm going to find the next biggest crypto. I told myself that. I mentally prepared myself. Just like when I talked to Bearable Guy. And that Bearable Guy on speed dial. Like, I was like, I'm going to get Bearable Guy to respond to what 589 is. Well, you know when I got Bearable Guy to respond to that, like, come on. They should have knew I was somebody great. You should have knew how great I was when I got Bearable Guy to respond to what 589 is. Come on, Protein. It felt like yesterday, didn't it? When everybody was talking about 589, end of the year, 589, XRP 589. And everybody was asking me, bro, is XRP really going to go to 589? Now, here's the thing. I just got involved in cryptocurrency in 2017, and XRP just ran. I'll show you the charts on that. And I was already shocked. So trust me, the last, Bitcoin is at $119,000. That's $115,000 more than I told you when I told you to get one. At $3,000, $3,500. Now we're at $120,000. Ethereum is holding firm at $3,000. H-bar is pumping 25%. H-bar is on fire. Matter of fact, did my video a few days ago say did the bull run begin? Crypto Clay, Shane Ellis theory. That's right, Crypto Clay does go way, way back here too. Because I do recall when you was on Jay's show and you were talking about something, and it took me like way, way back. I forget what the conversation was, but that's how I knew you was an OG. Because like some of the like OG stories. Guys, H-bar. I remember when H-bar was trading sideways at 4 cents forever. And like H-bar was one of the cryptos way back in the day that had the most partnerships I ever seen any crypto have other than Ripple. But H-bar got big time partnerships. I'm telling you right now, if you're even watching from out there, no matter where you are, who you are across the world, there's some couple cryptos that are like short things. And I'm not talking about like a short thing where, oh, I'm going to retire tomorrow. But I'm talking about you can probably come up with a much better plan than what the man has laid out for you as far as like, oh, you're going to work hard till you're 64. Like, what? How about you just drop a couple $1,000s on the H-bar, which is still hard for the average Joe. But I'm telling you, like, H-bar 24 cent, like, where do you think H-bar is going to be at 2030? Where do you think XRP is going to be in 2030? Like, just make a commitment to basically say, okay, what crypto do I really believe in? I need to really lock in on this and make it happen. But the hardest thing is, like, hodling for sure. Okay, let me go to XRP, though, because I didn't want to show you that. I was going to go into the Zebec thing, but because we'll do at least a few thousand views on the video. So, if you're out there watching and you see CKJ said, oh, get Zebec, hit the thumbs up. If you're bullish on Zebec, hit the thumbs up. Let's go to the all. Alright, first run. I'm telling you, I think I might be the greatest thing that ever happened to cryptocurrency. Matthew Rodriguez. For people that just showed up, if you guys would have seen that Zebec challenge, I'm going to show it to you in momentarily. Where the person basically bought exactly what I said buy, and the millions of Zebec is in the bag, and it's worth $3,600. You could have got $1 million for $780. And that's just the beginning. Like, what? Let's really run the numbers and get crazy mentally in a few moments. Let's expand our mind, because we're all about to grasp crypto retirement. We're gonna find the hidden gems, and people is already asking for what's the next 100K challenge. Like, what's the next one? I remember that used to be like the biggest question every time too. Like, what's the next one? What's the next one? So don't worry, guys, I got you. Each time too, I'm like, man, how am I ever gonna top this last one? Because it's like, damn, Zebec crushed it. But I'm telling you, that's what's amazing about crypto. It's real exciting. It's always opportunities. We're constantly building. Like, this is being developed as we speak. Like, this is new. This is innovative. This is our time. We just got to seize the moment. Chrissy. Oh, yes. H-bar, hash pack. I'm delegating. Staking. Oh, XCN crushed it on that one. XCN's on fire big time, too. I'm telling you guys, all the challenges is crushing it. You remember XCN too? I remember it was like, it's 100K right now. It was like 130 for 100K on Coinbase. Oh, that kind of reminds me that, I guess I'll talk about that in a moment. But it was 130 on Coinbase for 100K XCN. Then it went to 230. We're like, oh, it's 230. And then that 230 rocketed to 1600. And that was a 100K challenge on Coinbase with XCN. 2017, I found crypto, and I remember it was like a quarter. 10 cent, of course, 15 cent, all up in there. But I just remember just like, for some reason, a quarter like this sounds really significant for me, because I was something like $4 for $1, $4 for $1, $4 for $1. Now it's $1. Now it's $3. But anyway, so at work, when I worked at Honda, I was telling everybody about this XRP asset that I found, and I'm telling you, like, I was like really good at research. So I started doing my research on Bitcoin, and of course I was real excited about Bitcoin, but their scenario was like wild, far-fetched for me as far as like, okay, this decentralized currency is going to replace the traditional financial system. No, trust me, that sounded great. But I'm like, man, like, how are you going to, like, this, like, they're not just going to step aside. So, but then when I did the research on XRP, they already had a lawsuit with the Treasury Department from 2015. And when I read that information and looked into it, the Treasury Department said XRP was a currency. And this is from 2015. So I'm like, whoa. This asset's already been labeled a, and trust me, I know law, and I know like the different levels of court. Like the U.S. Treasury Department is a federal level court. That's federal court, federal level. And they say this asset is a currency. There's no doubt about it. The rest of the world just don't know it yet. Like, it's already been written in 2015 with Katie Horn. It starts with Katie Horn. It started at Ripple. It started with when they sent the XRP to Roger Ver, Bitcoin Cash founder. That's when it all began. Matter of fact, and even before that, That was probably the first transaction where they said, oh, let's just flag this one. Matter of fact, that was probably a win-win for the government at that day. Because they hate Roger Ver. And they're like, oh, we can get Roger Ver and get clarity for the company, for Ripple. So we can get Roger Ver and get clarity for Ripple. They was loving that. Katie Holm was like, yeah, let's do it. And Katie Holm was fierce too at that time. You didn't mess with Katie. And now she's like raised the largest crypto endowment by a woman, partnered with A16Z. Like, come on. If that's not showing you cahoots, like what's going on here? Like some things are like so in your face with like, you know, government and different things. Like, oh, Katie Holmes is the most feared prosecutor. Went after Ripple. And now she's like investing in crypto. I'll show you. Gotta show you Katie. I know people seen this. Katie Horn. What is it? Horn? Katie Horn? Katie, is it Horn? I can't remember how you spell her last name now. I think it's Katie Horn. I don't know. H-O-W-N. Largest crypto endowment. Largest crypto endowment by a woman. Not that it matters if man or a woman, but yeah. Crypto investor Katie Horn launches largest venture capital fund backing cryptocurrency. Katie Horn raises $1 billion for new crypto fund. Katie Horn looking like the most feared prosecutor one time. All right, so let's do this right here. And let's take that out. Katie Horn. Let's Google Ripple Labs. What comes back? Ripple Labs. Ripple Labs. Let's say 2015. We can really narrow this down. 2015. Settlement agreement. Oh, 2013. Oh my God, that's so much earlier than I like really thought. 2013. Holy moly. Well, okay, settlement agreement. Okay, so the case was first brought up in 2013, but it was a settlement agreement in the 2015. Settlement agreement with the Department of Justice. This is one of the first things I found, and I'm telling you, it was on from there. I built the XRP army behind this information. Yeah, I built the XRP army behind this information right here. Like I was bringing the heat. Like what? You got the Bitcoiners like, yeah, decentralization. But then I got, oh, here comes CKJ with a settlement agreement from the Department of Justice that says Ripple Labs is a currency. They're like, whoa. Like, I mean, come on. That was like right in your face, Bitcoiners. And they was like still trying to deny the fact. But then from there, that's when they, oh, working with the government. So they kind of had that a little bit. I was like, oh, well, yeah, you know, maybe. But, you know, my thing was like, I'm not like here to debate too deeply into it. I'm here to ride the gain train. And I'm seeing the gain train coming to Ripple Labs, baby, after the settlement agreement. So Department of Justice right here, Ripple Labs Incorporated subsidiary XRPL Fund 2. And this is from 2015. Many may not have even seen this right here. Oh, what's this? Katie Horn? DOG Katie Horn to discuss what? I don't think I ever seen this one right here. I don't recall seeing the Katie Horn report from CoinDesk about the lawsuit. Now, that would probably be interesting. Cause I'm kind of curious what Katie Horn would have to say in 2015 about Ripple. Like, come on. Like, we got to see what this says. Did they actually interview her, or is it a video? Okay, Katie Horn CoinDesk. See, they have an article right here. Katie Horn's unconventional journey from federal court, from the federal department to crypto. But I really want the CoinDesk interview. You gotta be careful reading that. Oh yeah, Katie Horn is the same one that prosecuted Silk Road too. That's even more ironic. So good Lord, Katie Horn prosecuted Ross Albright, who Trump just pardoned. Imagine Ross Albright, like come on. He got all that time, and the person that prosecuted you is now buying crypto. That was probably a hard pill to swallow every morning when he woke up. Like, oh man. Okay, because if you see right here, Silk Road prosecution and Bitcoin, Ripple, Katie Horn, it all ties back to Katie Horn. I'm not going to go too deep into this. I just want to see what this one says. I'm going to move on. Katie Horn, DOJ, and blockchain analysis at Silk. Okay, so that's interesting. So you got to be kind of careful with this article, too. This was like real touchy subjects back in the day. Okay, hold on. Like, what the hell is going on with the language here? Okay, no wonder I never read this, because I don't think they even publish this in America. I think the language, this looks like I call like a different language article here. How we get this to flip to English. Alright, I mean, I'm going to come back to this at a different time. That's like too deep for people. Too deep. Alright, because the point is, that's what I do in cryptocurrency. I go deep. So the point of the main story is, this is the information I was exposed to in 2017 when I started talking about XRP. And the next thing you know, I was telling everybody how to buy XRP. And then, bam! I went to work the next day and was ready to quit. Protein. Telling Crypto Trooper, guys, here's a link to the most important link you'll probably hit today. Can't wait to see Ripple Bank. This is the most important link you'll hit today right here. Join the IBF, it's the International Bullish Family Telegram. That's where we hang out in between streams. So, from there, XRP shot to about a quarter, all the way up to $3.33. Oh, that was the beginning of my 333 journey, to be honest. Because I remember XRP shot to 333, and from there I was like, oh, it's a sign. Because you know how I'm about signs in 333. So when I first got involved with crypto in 2017, XRP shot to $3.33. Now, did I get rich that day? Hell no. But I made some money because I was already buying XRP. I remember the first time I did my first transaction. The only way you could buy XRP is you had to buy Bitcoin on Coinbase. XRP wasn't listed on Coinbase yet. You'd have to buy Bitcoin. This is why they were so pissed at Binance too. Come on, what? They were probably on Binance's ass from day one. Because imagine, they were siphoning the money directly from Coinbase, especially if you can follow the wallets. Like, for example, you had to buy $100 in Bitcoin. You could buy 50, 20, whatever you want to buy. I always buy 100, whatever. So I bought $100 of Bitcoin on Coinbase. I sent that to Binance, because that was the only place you could buy XRP was Binance. But I'm telling you, I sent that that night, and I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I'm about to buy some XR. I'm about to buy some crypto. I can't believe it. That's like one of my first purchases. And I sent the $100. I'm gonna start with 100. And I sent the $100 of Bitcoin from from Coinbase to Binance before I went to sleep. The next morning when I woke up, it still wasn't there yet. I was like, oh man, I did something wrong. I was like so devastated, especially $100 too. You don't want to play the whole $100 like that. And I'm telling you, like, what? This is like before crypto, so $100 ain't nothing to play with. And so the next morning I was like all depressed. I was like, damn it, man, I must have did something wrong. Because crypto was kind of confusing when you first got involved, as far as like addresses, memos, and tags. And so I remember I started to work, and maybe about an hour after I started to work, my phone alerted, ding, ding. And next thing you know, my Bitcoin arrived at Binance, and I said, no way, I did it right. And next thing you know, so I actually sold the Bitcoin, converted it to XRP, and I was so happy to have XRP. And so from after that, I started doing like transactions every week, as far as like, you know, once you figured out, you know, oh, I am doing it right. So the next thing you know, bam, XRP rocketed to $3. And I remember telling everybody at work too, I was like, remember that asset? Because I was already telling everybody about crypto. You know, when you first found crypto, Lizard King, I am the Lizard King. Ain't that Jim Morrison from The Doors? Jim Morrison. I used to be in The Doors big time back in the day. Anyway, actually, one of my best friends, I think he thought he was Jim Morrison. He grew his hair out like him and everything. It just all came back to me for some reason. A good friend of mine named Lonnie. Anyway, it rocketed to $3, and I went to work the next day and told everybody, booyah! Chrissy, boom! XRP hit $3.33. And that's when I was like, man, I didn't quit my job yet, but I was like, wheels started turning faster. Because I was actually making crypto content, and my channel started picking up traction pretty quick. Because there was like no other XRP channels. There was me and Cobb, and there was like maybe 4 Bitcoin channels at the time. And there was like, I can't remember the one guy's name. Crypto Eddie used to watch him, but it was like only like 3 or 4 guys. Modern Investor. This other guy, man, I cannot remember his name. He was actually really good. I watched him at first. Modern Investor, this other guy. So now I was like, man, I wonder if I can go full-time crypto and full-time content creating. Because I see something here. And then actually XRP crashed like right after that. What? It went to $3. But even when it hit around here, I said that shows me where this is going. Like I clearly see that. And this is like with no utility. Like this was straight like off maybe what? BuLLZiLLa hyping it up. Matter of fact, CKJ might be responsible for the first bull run. I think I am. I think I'm responsible for the first XRP bull run. I'm not going to exaggerate. And I'm not saying it just to be hype. Because I'm telling you, like back in the day, crypto was real small. There was no other way to receive XRP content. I was the first one to bring XRP. Me and Cobb, basically, were the first one to start talking about XRP. That's how we was able to talk to all the guys at Ripple like so easily, because there was like, it was nothing to talk to somebody at Ripple. Because they were just like average people, just like you and me. There was like no teams, and like it was like all really small. We didn't even know if crypto was really going to make it. So it was like just like a hope. But we kind of seen where it was going. But that was one of my things when I first started talking about XRP. There was no other way to consume crypto content. So where would anybody hear about XRP other than, dude, when I started talking about it, when Cobb started talking about it, right? So this is really when you're getting, and I got in like 3 months before the bull run. So about 90 days before the bull run, I started making content. So this is like, I'm telling you, right around here. Yeah, I'm telling you. Like, I'm telling you, if I even run these dates, this might even be the day I came into crypto. Like, the day I came into crypto, I think the market spiked. I believe it. I believe it. I changed the algorithm. Right here, I see it. I can feel it. I know it. Right here, the first algorithm represents CKJ and the XRP bump. Bam! No doubt about it, Protein 40. What's your thoughts on that, sir? See the 𝕝𝕚𝕟𝕚𝕚 guy shirt. Did you hear what I just said? Huh? Hey, some people might think I'm talking crazy, but I'm telling you, when I started making content in 2017, it was around the middle of the year. There was the middle of the year, XRP took an uptick. 90 days later, it rocketed. There was no other XRP channels or any way to consume content. This had to be through people watching YouTube videos and like finally starting to really see. It could have been when people started coming into crypto in general too, because actually it was me, Cobb. There's only a few channels, but more and more channels started popping up a lot around 2017. Okay, and I think even the ICO boom happened in 2017. So really there was just a massive uptick in crypto. So there was a lot of different things that played a part. But it felt good to be here in the first little bump. Huh? Can I say I was here on the first bump? Kim Moon Crew got aside from the universe. No doubt about it. Bam. Alright, so basically we rode the first rocket 2015. I started bringing the news about the federal lawsuit with Ripple Labs, with Katie Horn. And just imagine, oh my God, right there, guys. In 2015, XRP was double zeros. And I'm telling you, it might have been even cheaper than that, because Bob Wasteland was $500 for $1. So even 2014, if you think about the price of that right there, you got double zeros. That's 100K, right there. That's a matter of fact, yeah, actually 100K XRP in 2015 was 800. Now that's 100K XRP is what, 280,000. So a million would be, oh my God, you became a millionaire so easy on that one. If you kind of think about it, because if you had 100K, which is now 280,000, but imagine if you had a million, which is nothing to have a million at 0.004 in 2015. So if you got a million, yeah, you just made $3 million easily. They just made $3 million. Joe Cash just became a million. Joe Cash just made about $1 million, maybe 20, 30 million. When this went from $2 to $3, that's an extra dollar per million. So that's an extra $1 million. Good God, are we ready? The real big wheel. Shout out to the real big wheel. So anyway, guys, the big news for today is Stellar is on fire big time too. I'm gonna speed this up so we can get out of here in like 5 minutes. I just really wanted to have a quick surprise live stream because I'm really excited about a lot of hidden gems are on fire. And one of them is Stellar. I issued the Stellar challenge. Yeah, we're at 5. Okay, no wonder. Yeah, exactly. Yup. Because the thing is, I issued the 1100 XLM challenge for 100. So right now, 1100 XLM is worth about 560. But if you calculate the 100, you would say 500. But I actually issued an extra 100 on there because it was 1100 for 100. Damn, I felt like yesterday I said get 1100 XLM for 100. And that's still like a small challenge, only 1100. But anyway, but it's still beautiful because right now it's at almost $600. And Stellar is up. And I'm telling you, I really want to do the research on Aqua and Afrim and all that too, which I'm going to make sure I try to get that done by at least tomorrow. 27% on the daily, we're 50 cents. I remember it felt like yesterday, XRP Rails, when Lumens was at what? Well, I mean, it felt like yesterday when XRP was at 50 cents. Now XRP is almost at $3. And now you still have a huge chance with Lumens at 50 cents. Oh my God, that kind of like breaks my heart, because not really breaks my heart. I mean, 1,100 is still a good amount, but at the same time, you really can't buy that many now. Like if you say, okay, I'm gonna put $100 on it, how much you gonna get for 100 now? Let's say yeah, you'll get what, 50, I believe, right? That's like real simple math right there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 50. Yeah, 50. You only get 100. So yeah, basically, yeah, $50 USD right there. 1,100 is going to be 550, just like I told you. Up 550, 560. Bam, told you. 1,100 XLM challenge. Oh, let's do the XDC real quick before we go, because I see Protein, he's pumped up about XDC, and he is an OG member. So what we got, XDC. Because well, you said XDC's on fire like that too. And it was actually, you know, I was thinking about something else before the stream. Like something really significant happened where, like I told you guys, something big was cooking with Stellar though. Or was it Stellar I was talking about? I think a few days ago. I said because of I can tell because of the charts how much it ran. It's more than just a run. Like something significant happened. I remember seeing that guys a few days ago. And I actually been doing a lot of research. Like I said, they just do an upgrade on Stellar. Now Stellar is trying to get it in payroll. So that kind of really solidifies that Zebec is a big deal. Good Lord, that's kind of a impressive little run right there. What, 8 cents on XDC? Good God, that would be, that's still $8,000 per 100K. This is actually one of the best performing 100K challenges, or I actually issued a 25K XDC challenge. And this goes to my proof that, like, say for example, okay, you missed the million Zebec challenge, you missed the 100K Zebec challenge for 100, because these are all like $100 challenges. You still should get whatever $100 will get you in Zebec, which would be about 25K. Because when I told everybody get 25K XDC for $100, that $100 went to 5,000. Oh man, come on, the screen locked up on me again here. Okay. Because if you go to the all, which I showed yesterday, because we actually issued a challenge on XDC also. But damn, XDC is on fire. It's up 30% on the daily. Or it's a 7-day. Something big might be cooking with XDC. It might have been, I could have been talking about XDC. Yeah, I'm feeling like a deja vu moment here. I'm thinking that when we looked at XCC the other day, I was really surprised on the value that it held versus maybe like Harmony or Stellar or VeChain. Like this is actually one of the best performing, you know, challenges as far as being at 8 cents. VeChain is only what, 2 cents, 4 cents. Harmony's at 1 cent. Stellar is under a penny. So for this to be almost at 10 cents, that's kind of interesting. How is XCC holding that kind of value? They must have some kind of utility, right? Oh, $2 XLM comment, telling Rio Crypto. Oh yeah, SHX. Matter of fact, yeah, exactly. I actually want to go through a few of those. SHX is on fire, unbelievable. SHX is on fire, unbelievable. You know what else is on fire? The members to the channel. I cannot thank you guys enough to have become a member to the channel. Protein 40 with the yellow emoji. Much love, bro. Thank you big time for that membership. Guys, believe it or not, shout out to all the members. I actually forgot to look it up last night. But I'm telling you through the analytic data, because I've been looking at all the data lately just to see, you know, what's the best way to move forward and just seeing what works and what doesn't and all this other stuff. And the members show, like, as far as like it's a major part of the channel. So thank you members that have been members. It really helps pave the way for more challenges. Yeah, huh? Okay, so let's put 25K in here. 25 XCN challenge. Let's show you that one real quick. Because guess what? XCN. Watch this. Good God almighty, BuLLZiLLa knows his cryptocurrency. Guys, listen, for everybody that's out there new watching, the goal for 10 years on this channel has been to find double-zero assets that people can buy. You can buy 100K for 100. Like XCN was 100K for 100 on Coinbase. You know, anytime, and I'm telling you guys, if you got double zero assets, I'll make sure I go back through all the different platforms and try to find some more challenges, because if you got a double zero asset on a tier 1 exchange, that is like massively underpriced. Like, this is around the price that most of these assets should be. Right now, Zebec is going to hit this easily. 0.017, that's the price of Zebec right now. That's what Zebec should be at. This is where most of them should be, I believe. 0.01, whatever, 0.010. 0.01, which would be $1,000 per 100K. But guess what? This was 100K for 100. And then I told everybody, get it at $240, $240, $240. 100K XCN right now is $1,700. Bam! It rocketed. And remember, at the same time, I'll never forget this. It felt like yesterday. Not only was we making big money on XCN that week, but at the same time, that's when Tashi popped out of nowhere. And I actually fumbled. I put something like ridiculous on Tashi just because XCN pumped so damn hard. And I like crushed it on Tashi too. I remember, you guys remember that like yesterday. Because we were rocketing on Coinbase, and then Tashi was like top gainer. But it was still like 3 zeros, I believe, at the time. Let me see. It was Tashi. Which, I mean, I still kind of have faith in Tashi too, believe it or not. Okay, so it's at 3 zeros, so that's what, $54 per 100K right now? That's not bad, I believe. Yeah, I think it's $54 per 100K at Tashi. And Tashi's the meme of Coinbase. Coinbase, Brian Armstrong's, named after Brian Armstrong's dog or cat. 0.00, this is 3 zeros. This is like Zebec was, 3 zeros. If you got an asset with multiple zeros on a tier 1 exchange, we're talking opportunity all day. You can go all in on Tashi right now. The real big wheel in Duval County, off Atlantic Beach Boulevard. Believe it or not, the real big wheel, some real big decisions is coming my way in the next few weeks, bro. And I know I sound like a broken record for many for over the years and years, but I'm telling you, I actually got to really figure something out within the next few weeks. And the only thing I can think of is Duval County. Because I remember being out Jacksonville. I remember loving it out there. I just remember everything being like so much bigger, so much easier to find different, you know, places. And Florida's a sunshine state. So, real big wheel, you ready for me, sir? Are you saying that you live in Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida? Is that what you're saying, Duval? So, SHX right here, my other challenge. I issued a 200K for 100 on SHX, which this one's on fire too. Now, this was 200K. Good God. I think the bull run has begun. Didn't I say that the bull run began? And guys, we got well over 100 people here. Can we get 100 thumbs up? Can everybody hit the back button once? I'd like to welcome everybody to CKJ Changing Lives since 2017. And it's been one hell of a journey. And we're just getting started. Spell. Man, I remember I phone moded Spell so many different times. And I think I never really made money. I think I lost money to my phone moded Spell. Which I wasn't like really bullish on Spell like that. But this is like always I think Spell is like a 3-0 asset, right? And their protocol is kind of weird. What was the last one we just looked at? Okay, the Tashi meme. No, the Tashi meme, I have a lot of faith in that one, I believe. Now, Spell, I mean, I don't know. But then again, I'm telling you, just if you kind of think about it, I'm not just going to say an asset just because of where it's at or what it is or the exposure it has. Like, Spell is on what? Crypto.com and Coinbase. Like, assets that are like been around for a while that have multiple zeros like that, they do have opportunities. Spell, Tashi. You know, I'm not going to say none of them don't. Like, we're still early. Like, you know how many people still don't even know about crypto? We're still going to quadruple in market size. Like, we're in, what, 3 trillion? We're still heading to 5 trillion to 10 trillion. Like, right now, everything you're looking at is pure opportunity, whether you believe it or not. SHX right now, 0.01, 1 cent, that's pure opportunity. Like, what's the total supply on Stronghold? Oh, 100 billion? Okay, that's not bad. Like, what? I'm telling you, oh my God, Stronghold could be the biggest opportunity in crypto right now. To be honest, it could be. Because if you think about it, like, there's going to be companies that are like your secondhand Ripples and secondhand Stellar. So we already got Ripple and Stellar. But like, come on, we still got plenty of space for money movers. And Stronghold is in the door now too. Tammy Camp from Stellar, Sean Bennett is from Ripple, damn near. Like, that's amazing. That was 200K for 100. 100K of SHX now is 1,400. That 200K for 100, that 100 turned into 3,000. It's worth 3,000 right now. And Stronghold is just getting started. It's up 13% on the day, and it's still at 1 cent. Like, what? 1 cent asset? That's what we're here to find. We're here to find on 1 cent assets that's going to change lives, because that's what we can afford. We're like your average Joe just trying to make it, Breaking Wrath. You know what I'm saying, B Rocket? We're all average Joes here. 300K Tashi is definitely a nice bag. 300K Tashi is a really good bag. I'm telling you, I'd rather have 300K Tashi than no Tashi. And if you think about it, I think the supply on Tashi, let me just look at the total supply again real quick, because I couldn't recall. I think there's a lower supply on Tashi, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 420 million or billion. I think it's 420, if I'm not mistaken. 420 time. Okay, let me stop. 420 time. Oh, August 1st. Never mind. August 1st, I'm like shocked. You know, never mind. I'm going to talk about that right now. It's a whole different show. What I am going to talk about, guys, we go live every single day at 1. Monday through Friday shows are going to be completely different. Like, we're going to jump straight into the news, super focused. Monday through Friday, we go live at 1. Man, I really want to push that time to 12. But, hey, we'll go live at 1. Make sure you guys join our Telegram, link in the description. I can't thank you guys enough for all the memberships, love, support. Shout out to Mitchell. Mitchell sent me a Cash App the other day. BuLLZiLLa123, the Green Bull, on Cash App. Shout out to anybody who wants to send me Cash Apps, Super Chats, memberships. As of right now, we're on Operation Fund the Channel. What, Vegas tore me up, I'm not gonna lie. Like, what? You know how much Zebec I had to go through in Vegas? Like, what? That broke, you know, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I'm like really happy Zebec went up, because I guess it was better up than down. But at the same time, I'm all in on crypto. So if I had to, when I bought different things, everything I bought was like Zebec, out of Zebec made me do it. That's why I even thought the whole, when I was in Vegas, I was like, Zebec made me do it, because it was all Zebec. Everything is like, oh. And I'm telling you, that breaks my heart so much. There's nothing worse, not worse, nothing, I ain't gonna say nothing worse. But like, basically, if you gotta buy something that's 300, then you gotta sell $300 worth of Zebec. Or you have to, like, and trust me, I'm under the HODL model too, but at the same time, like, I'm all in on crypto. So I sell crypto when I have to buy anything. Because like, what? You'd rather be in crypto than not in crypto, Prolo, right? As far as like, okay, let me look at the total supply before I forget. Yeah, 420, that's, okay, so 420 billion, that's not bad at all, if you kind of think about it, because it's 420 billion, but it's 100 billion Ripple. Ripple's at 3, 100 billion, 200, that's 400 billion, that's like 30 cents. This could go to 30 cents easily. This is going to go to 30 cents. And trust me, I just did my rough math on this. Whoever, like I'm telling you, sit on your 300,000 Tashi, you'll have crypto retirement by 2030, just on that Tashi. Mark my words. Mark my words. I'll put on just one of my wildest bullish predictions ever. Team, don't forget this for 2030. If you got 300K, well, actually, if it goes to 30 cents, how much is that going to be per 100K? That's going to be, that'll be 100,000. Okay, I mean, well, I can't say crypto retirement. Okay, you can make over 100,000. Well, I think it'll still go to 30 cents way before 2030. It'll probably go to 20. It'll probably go to 30 cents by 2020. It could go to 30 cents. No, not this year. By next year, I think Tashi can go to 30 cents or better at 420 billion. That's what I'm saying. Not a financial advisor. Just throwing that out there. What was the other last one, real quick? Yeah, I'm out of here too, guys. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support. There was one more I wanted to look up real quick. Was it Tashi, XT, and XTC? Oh, it's Afrim Pay, because I'm kind of curious what Afrim is doing. Oh, okay, that's kind of, okay, so I can calculate in my head. Okay, so we're at 0.0, so was it, we had 3 zeros on Afrim Pay? Because I'm telling you, I'm kind of believing that these assets are going to rocket, just like for example, as the Stellar assets rise, as Stellar rises, Stellar ecosystem is going to rise. Like, for example, when XRP rises, XRPL assets rising. You know, like XRP is on fire and XRZILLAS is on fire right now. As far as like, so AFNPay runs on Stellar. It's up to 25% on the daily. Let me see. Oh, we had 3 zeros right there. So 3 zeros. Let's go on the 7-day. Oh my God, it's 100%. Oh my God, look at that run right there. Oh my, what? So yeah, we're at 3 zeros. So this doubled. This doubled right here. It was at $50 per 100K. 3 zeros. Not even a few days ago. Good God, this changed people's lives already. Let's go to the monthly. How low can we go? Okay, so $48 per 100K. So what happens if you bought $1 million of this? Huh? Oh man, now I see why Devon's in the Telegram talking about AFRMPay. AFRMPay runs on Stellar. Let's look at the website real quick, and then we're gonna get out of here right after that. Cause I'm tired of waiting to find out if they're doing something or not. I'll let you know right now. Protein says he's letting it ride. Tokenizing Africa's potential. Okay, interesting. You know, Kanye, they abandoned that deal. I mean, I can't certainly say it got abandoned in Akon City, but I was doing like a lot of research into it the other day, and they were just saying how. I mean, I don't think his agenda was to like work anybody. I think he really did have hopes on building a city, but when it comes down to it, it's way harder than you think, bro. Tokenizing Africa's potential. 1.2 billion people are financially excluded worldwide, including 600 million in Africa. 50 to 75 million. Yeah, this is like basically a money mover in Africa. And this is why I think this is going to be a really, really big thing, kind of from the research I did previously. The Discover Africa, because it's like a money mover in Africa. And if you ever think about it, like Ripple, they first started kind of in Africa too. It's basically where they started with 𝕝𝕚𝕚𝕝. 𝕝𝕚𝕚𝕚 is like a big money mover in Africa. And this is why they always start these money moving companies where less regulation is, to see if it really works. Once it works, then we bring it here to the USA. But anyway, Discover Africa, let me see what's going on. Built on Stellar. I just kind of want to see if it's still the same as I remember. Where they show like a whole bunch of money places where like money centers all over Africa. Join the movement to tokenize Africa's future. Discover trade, swap on AFRMPay, the AFRM token, decentralized app, optimized financial inclusion, AFRM wallet. Okay, so AFRM got their own wallet. That's kind of a big deal. AFRM swap. So hold on, they got like their own wallet and swap. That's kind of interesting. And this looks like upgraded from way when I remember too. So AFRM wallet, AFRM swap. And what's the total supply on AFRM again? Okay, hold up. There's only 8 billion AFRM, 8 billion. So there's 8 billion AFRM. That's the low supply on AFRM. Because Ripple has 100 billion, that's 8 billion, and we're still what, $100 per 100K. Okay, so we're showing real people. Powered by the AFR and the ARFX token, alongside flexible token, tokenized fiat for every nation. AFRM is breaking down financial barriers. Buy AFRM, the ecosystem. Oh, what about the ecosystem? I'm doing some quick research on this one just because I promised to look at this one so long, and I feel like I'm stalling people out on an opportunity. And I don't want you to miss out. And I'm not saying FOMO now, because you could have just